Hey, and welcome back to Project Emeris. In the last video, I finally got multiplayer working. Players could join the same server and actually see each other in the world. It was a huge milestone and something I've been wanting to do for a very long time. The only problem is that the game, or the project at least, feels a little bit lonely. Two players could stand right next to each other without being able to say a single word. So the goal for this update is pretty simple. I want to build the first place where players can truly meet and have a chat. I started by creating a new level and added some basic lighting and a landscape, as you saw in the start of this video. Later, I experimented with MaterialMaker, where I found a free-to-use sand material and tweaked it to my liking. To be honest, this is mostly consisting of changing a bunch of values without really knowing what they did. I also tried to reduce the obvious tiling by scaling texture coordinates, and then I just moved on. I definitely have to revisit this later and hopefully create an original material from scratch. Next up was some quick terraforming. Here I was simply trying to make something that resembled sand dunes. The desert felt a little too dry and empty, so I decided to add a small pond. I honestly have no idea how to make something like this looks natural, so as usual, I'm just winging it. With the terrain starting to come together, it was finally time to add some water. For the water, I kept things simple. I added a plane and created a bluish transparent material for it. Then I experimented with stacking multiple layers of water to make it more interesting. I ended up with 2 layers. It looks good enough for now. I didn't want to spend time creating 3D models this early in the project. Luckily, my wife had already made some models for one of our previous projects, and they turned out to fit this level surprisingly well. After spending a little too long trying to find the files on my computer, it was finally time to import them. Thankfully, everything worked on the first try. Now I finally had enough assets to start bringing the level to life. I spent some time rotating, scaling, and stacking rocks together. They made the environment feel a little more believable. I wouldn't say they looked particularly natural, but still, I think they improved the level. I also don't think stacking hundreds of meshes together like this is optimal. I guess we'll figure it out. Once the rocks were in place, I got inspired to keep going. Added cacti, lily pads, palm trees, and a few more details. It's still a very simple level, but you know what? I really like how this level is starting to feel. While the speed level design continues in the background, I want to share a little of my visions for Emeris. I don't just want to make a game. I want to build something together with the people who decide to follow this project. Maybe that's you, leaving feedback after trying a build. Maybe it's suggesting a new feature. Or maybe you're an artist who wants to contribute a mesh or a material somewhere down the line. I'll talk more about those ideas in a future video. For now, I simply want to invite you to download the game and become a part of the journey from the very beginning. Building the oasis took an hour. Making 2 players say hello to each other online took a week. After plenty of debugging, the chat system is finally working. I'll leave some of the blueprints on screen for anyone who's curious and wants to pause and take a close look. If you have any questions or maybe even a better solution than mine, please let me know. In the last couple of clips, you will see some of the highlights from developing the chat system. Getting multiplayer chat working for the first time felt amazing. Spending days hunting bugs felt less amazing. But eventually everything started coming together. I even managed to get a basic proximity chat working. As players move farther away, chat messages are replaced with a small exclamation mark and eventually disappear altogether. It's still a simple implementation, but I think it makes the game feel more alive. If you'd like to try Emeris for yourself, you can download the latest build using the link in the description. I'll do my best to keep the server online, and I'd love to see some of you join the world. Thank you so much for watching and for following this project. In the next episode, we'll continue building Emeris, and I'll also talk about how you can contribute your own art, meshes, and materials to the project.